Border. At first I knew nothing of the border, or that I was being divided from my own kind, women who, like me, possess the earth in their eyes, the steep incline of mountains, valleys, wells. Now I trace the curves of shoulders in foundling photographs, hems of hair that sweep towards the sun, and I recall the plovers on the heather hill behind our house, each year a cloak of peat gold wings, flocking the sky like mirrors.
Bhí caisleán ag farúasal da iarmh na Nairlaí, hís ar a charan mhaí fadáin. Nuair a fuair a bhuitir a lig báis, bhí sé fácan sin go thuaigne le séin. A bhí dúich i bhaid talúige, neart ár agus airigid, agus ní bre go ré go raibh sé na hí go té. Bhí tobar fírisce ag tíomh caisleán, a ní hócú duine bí isceas. No bhí uí an aceleis, agus bhí sé réiteil go raibh cailín ág dáil in na cónaí san uí. Go raibh sí le feiceáil go luath ar maidín agus máil san líche. Ag gal an tobar bha chunne stáp isce. Ach ní thug a farúasal mar an aird ar a scíal. Maidín i bhhain díri se go luath. Rinn se amach go nimimiad se leis amach fríd na sléimhte, fa chunne le silig. Agus níor stad se go raibh se muí a léir chud sléimhte glandóin. Ní róhad go dennig steirm bhiltena tarne agus fearanna. Began dagal ar fáscú istethe scalpaí go dennig tirú. Bhí an trónónan nar a chreis an charan buí a ríis. Dar leis go raibh chud mhór salathar ar chos an chapel, agus chuaigh se thart cúla chaisleán le hat isteach ar a dheafta cúil. Bhí se gal a hallas fan am seo. Leis sin buniu stanguas. Tí sean cailíne badáil le chonig sé riamh. Ag gimátas a tobar le stápasce. Lean sé, agus lór se leiche, nuair a bhí sé tarint ar an uí. Tíafra sé díthe caine a bhí arthaí, gus go héitear ó cónaí arthaí. Meise bairín an nuagnis ar siise go séh, agus is in caran buí maid chónaí. Nar bhar de chéine gus dúsa go le gannacheile. Hócú duine gon, cían dan daneile ar sisin. Tá meise taltena go leor sin na dhéanamh ar siise, ach caiad tú gealtanas a bhhain a thuirtú. Cad sin gealtanas a sin ar sisin. Tá ar siise. Na dogan tú fear nó ban, montra na cahia, chun an charan mhaí, ad agus fés me se an. Ó ar sisin, mar a bhfuil a deanú ó go mar sin, ní bheith troblaidir bí a go mo dhealtanas a cholínú. Chua sí chónaí sa chaisleán, bhí teacht maith acu le na cheile ar Féile Ealaíne. Bhí beirt chluinne acu mac agus níon. Níor corú na scala fríd fáistí na cóirsan iad, thug sí héan scala a tífa. Gus ar an ábhar sin, ní rós ag neach beá go raibh sé don ar chararbí. Bhain na blianta thart, bhí an síl a gáil ar go maith tífa. A hasín farúasal, chrunnú, gan a bheith abalta freastal ar na résaí capal a bhí ar a tráidhhain a neiceile se chaisleán. Díafra siad an mhaín a nuagnis, ar bheistealaithe éáilchaigh na résaí. Mag go leor ar siise, ach chuní cefne ar a dhealtanas sa thugta dú. Dheal siadaí na neannaite dearamad. Maidín lethar na mhaire, thug sé leis a capal le bear a bhí sa stablaige, suas leis ag na résaí. Bhainne capal an chead dúis an leisin. Chus sé ag na résaí lethar na mhaire a ríist, agus bhainne capal a chead dúis a ríist. Chus an tríú le agus thug go capal an créú leis. An capal le baghiste sa dúche. Bhín farúasal ínta brádal. Chrinní scafte far hartar I dhéanú mórtas leis van chapel. Iethe magú agus daríirih. Bei brád da van nar a chlonne sin scíal sa far a bhain. Arú bú cíal agad. Agus na bí amuja sa far eile na híneal banner bí aige. Wel fara go faru wesel. Cymryd si dy genw alawagi do. Tan fan ag o mo stisyn eirin o'r session. Wel mo tair sy'n y fer, ches bandwni. Ryn an faru wesel jerem o dan. Hog sialiem na hasw. Siwlig I lefer session. Siesla go dyn caslan. Na'r a hannig bairin o nwegnish iad y chacht. Hog si leihin na poesti agus hog eir y tobor chŵl y chaslan. Chos I poesti fwy a han asgel. Ie my trwyr acw sys y tobor agus boiwyd. Egin womotisyn. Smwy chi'n faru wesel I altanas. Fi si ra wal. Begin dan y fer chihu. Hasi an tyske helw o mas y tobor. Spree si hart y chyfr. Hannig bron yn arwesel cynnas gyrfrysha I altanas. A her magin lahar na wara. Fi an tyske her wallach aslan. Sin yn edge o wallach ar an wy o'n leisyn gydyn laniw. Jarter, gymyn sgael yn chaslan le fecal sy'n ysgu, agos tri alla I alla wana, ag snaw siar agos yn iar o lo.
The hills of Donegal have many a story to tell, and indeed I'm going to tell you one of them now. And it happened a long time ago, so long ago that if I was alive then, I wouldn't be sitting here telling you the story. Now, July used to be known as the hungry month because it was between harvests. The stocks from the previous harvest were running low or had already run out. It's many's a Ballantee had to practice to make the stores last. But anyway, at the foot of the Blue Stack Mountains, just a stone's throw from the Grey Mare's waterfall, there lived a wee couple called Father and Annie. Now, Father and Annie, they lived by the work of their own hands. They grew their own spuds and they grew a lot of cabbage. They had a cow, the mainstay of every household, and they had a lot of hens. You know, the fireplace with its sooty crane and pot hooks, it was the heart of the home. And indeed, it was used for cooking everything they needed, and it boiled the water for all the jobs that needed done about the house. And many's a scone of bread Annie made in the pot oven, hanging from the hook. And it was around the same fireplace that neighbours and friends gathered at night to share stories of the events of the day and things that would have been happening in the locality. God, many's a time you would see the children sitting around the fireplace with their eyes wide in wonder and their mouths open like scaldies as they listened to the old folk telling stories of the giants and the little people that roamed these beautiful lands long ago. But there was one woman there this particular July night, a woman by the name of Nora. And Nora had been recently widowed, left with 7 hungry wains, as she said herself. And when the last visitor left and Nora was rounding up the 7 wains, Annie called her aside, and without speaking a word, she handed Nora a bag of oatmeal. Well, Nora started to cry. For she had been worrying all night, where or how was she going to feed the wains tomorrow? You know, her potatoes had all run out. She hadn't a pinch of flour in the house, and the cow that she had was sick with the red water. So when Annie gave her the oatmeal, you could see a lightness coming into her, and she knew that at least the wains would have stirabout in the morning. Now, for any of you who don't know what stirabout is, it's porridge. You stir it around the pot. Anyhow, Nora headed off, as I say, a lot later, and Annie felt a lot later as well, knowing that the wains would have a bite to eat for the next few days. Anyway, back she went, and Father was settling down the fire for the night, and he was blowing out the candles. Annie went on down to bed, and Father finished the rounds for the night and turned off the paraffin oil lamp. So just as he was getting into his night shirt, wasn't there an awful banging on the door? Well, Annie jumped out of bed like a lamplighter, and out she went, quickly followed by Father. And by the time Annie had the front door open, Father had the paraffin oil lamp lit again. Well, standing on the doorstep was a dark-skinned young woman with a baby in her arms. Oh God, Annie says, "Good you stop, that do flop for the crackle. Come in, young one, you're wet to the skin," for it was hammering down with rain, and it had been like that most of the July that was in it. "Father, get the fire up again, the woman is chilled to the bone." So she sat the young woman down by the fire, and down she went to the room to get something dry for her to put on. And up she came with her Sunday going to Mass dress and dry blankets to wrap the baby in. So as the woman undressed, Annie noticed that she was dark-skinned all over. She had never seen such a thing before. And God, she was aware she was staring too much, and she thought to herself, "Annie will bucket, do you know what was the colour of her? The poor woman needs a bit of heat into her." So the young woman got into the dress Annie had given her, and the baby was wrapped in the blankets that she had brought up from the room. And Annie set about making tea for the young woman. And while she was making the tea, says she to the woman, she says, "Cripes, I haven't a slice of bread to offer you, for I used the last of the flour yesterday. But do you know there's a handful of oatmeal still left, and I'll make you a bit of stirabout." God, she handed the woman the bowl of stirabout, and she could tell by the way that she ate it that it was a while since she'd had a bite to eat. And Annie was delighted, to see her taking the enjoyment out of it. And the whole time there wasn't a peep out of the baby. It just smiled the whole time. Now, while the woman was finishing the bowl of stirabout, Annie set about getting a bed ready for her by the fireside. And she always kept a bag of clean straw just for that purpose. Annie says, "Lie you down there now and get a good night's sleep, and we'll deal with tomorrow." And with that, she blew out the paraffin oil lamp and away down to the room to Father, who was already snoring, and it wasn't too long before Annie was snoring herself. Well, the two of them woke in the morning to the cock crow. Annie, she got out to the side of the bed, and she says, "Father, am I dreaming?" And Father says to her, "Well, if you're dreaming, I'm having the same dream." For the two of them could smell homemade bread. Well, they got dressed and up to the kitchen they came, and there wasn't a sign of the dark-skinned woman or the baby. And there wasn't a twig of straw on the floor where Annie had made the bed the previous night. And the dress that she had given the young woman the night before and the blankets were neatly folded on a chair beside the dresser. And on the table there was a wheel of homemade bread. Well, the two, Annie and Father, looked at each other. They just had no words. Well, Father headed outside to see if he could find any sight of the young woman, and he looked high up and low down, He looked over and back, and he even looked in places he didn't know there was places. Not sight nor sign of the dark-skinned woman or her baby. So the two sat down and they ate their breakfast of tea with a splash of their own cow's milk and the homemade bread that just somehow appeared. And at one point Annie said to Father, "Father, do you know what? It's blessed we are." Well, later that day, Annie had to go to the flower bin for whatever reason. And the very bin that didn't have a thimble full of flour in it the previous day was now full to the brim. And Daisy, their cow, well, she gave more milk that day than she'd ever given another day. So much that Annie was able to send Nora down a pandy full of milk, a dozen eggs, and a homemade scone of bread. And do you know what? Father and Annie, they never knew a hungry July after that. And neither did Nora or her 7 children. And to this day, their children's children's children carry the same message. Before you receive, you have to give, no matter what colour the skin. That's the story of Father and Anna, and I hope you enjoyed it.
Tá scéalún a thuig ón aimsir chianíosta. Agus tá se le fáil go fólaid le díle, tá sé rólas a gahan ninne. Scéal fá wallar na súla nimhe, a bhí na rí tíreanta ar na fámhóraí, agus a bhí na hónaí a darí is títhe dúr. Chunne se cíasannaí agus céanathe dahan chinine le nuas ar thutha dé danan na bhí na gcónaí ar fud na héireanna san am. Agus hantaí se an mhó bhí acu, an glas gabhlanna. An rud fún mhó seo, ba thuma Cavéad agus Cicominic agus a bhlíthe í, ní statatí a heilú baine. De réir leganathe éiriide den scéal is ó chian a chuid se an mhó seo, agus de réir leganathe heile ba ó cheannílaí a chuid se an mhó, a ba chuma go dé mar bhí chuid se an mhó scarabí agus thug se seacatáí, agus chunne se stíhann sa túraí. A cabbí thug se an mhó leis gotáí agus chuir se faoi glasaí in sa túr. Agus ba réiles an mhó seo chunne le néite a difriúil le fríd chuig olú. A cabbí éit a chunne sé í is Kentje gur chunne se sealt Hamilton Monaghan í básta. Agus chunne se an mhó seo in éit sa bainnim donna main. Agus ba réil ofa an mhó bhlí is de ha bollan sin, pol na leabhnata an tainnim tar an fáil sin go dtíon le aniuan. Agus bhí amar dói acu, am fa holtas fa huailce as fa huaineas, agus cheileirí siad an sebhras úra bhí acu, agus an mhó seo agus an bainne gan jeirú bhí acu. Agus bhí curmathe agus fleabhannaí agus cóistrethe dahan chinneal acu, ré ógra bhí an. A chu náithe níor bhair an ré óga sin ach seall cos lehanna le ré óga. Agus henig cailce tharú a drochra dom. Chuir se críothar faoin mhó agus bhlí se an mhó stahan sa críothar seo. Nuair thug an mhó fáidir go an bainne gamach le srú. Lig si géimistí, agus ní heile si an deor bainne níos mó. Agus lig si géim mhór am maithistí. Tholaí ballar an géim seo. Agus thug se ordú don na dheile, go le ad le chundé bhanachain, agus an mhó seo a thuirs go chundé na mí éitró talse brethe méhinn sin na fáil. Thug se ordú don leit an dheile seo. Gan ligint den gabhain a bhí inis gur mhó seo, go ar chúil na bó. Ná de liginte don gabhain go ar chúil, tífatí grú sig fágail chuig olú ina dé. Well, rinn se mar a thuúrú leis, thug se leis an mhó agus an gabhain a bhí léthe ar Teorainneacha is deach a chundé na mí. Agus lean si leofa gur freasnaí siad an mhóin. A go bí neamartar in an gula seo ina ghraithe, lig siad an gabhain go ar chúil na bó. Chruinní si an gabhain, agus thontaí si háart, agus tháinig si sléimhte muir go chuig olú ar a chúil, na banna burite. Well, dahan si grú si fágail chuig a dílir sa héana na dé. Agus ní lechadtí airad is céim a bhain eile isteach a chundé na mí. Lig si géim mór am maithistí, agus tholaí ballar an dhéim seo, agus thuair sé suas ar an túra bhí aige. Agus henig níor den a chuid searamhantaí, lena go cúlaí mór a fáta, agus dairdaí sin suas fáirí a thuúla. Agus chaith se a thuúil bheilte nimhe amach trasan na tíre, gur arc se ar an gabhain agus ar an mhó, agus rinn se charach chluicheadaí fan éis na món. Well, cabbí a ddíirí den dheile seo, caith se go dog se na cosa leis. Nó ní dhearnú carach chluichead a héin. A tá dé charach sin na feiceil go dtíon leith an dúhan na bhuiir an aige. Agus in san éit sin na bhfuil sin an éit ó maithar an mór féra san am. A hena an aige sethe hain. Agus do bhuithe tréin ó bhfuil fearste go bar lia, agus do nuircha mar híomn leh lí agus tú tairn sa steir an friú caiir. Tefa an dé charach se an bhuiir an aige. An mhó agus an gain, an dé aim bhíh sean bhaintear áréal ar an dé charach seo. Le scéal fád a dhéanú gurrid, bhí tairnreachtón, go bhéh garbhach bhálar a bhuirthú é, lá níos fuide non, agus sin mar a hálaí. Lú le bhada an taine a bhí ar an garbhach. Hennig túthaide danan agus a fáhóirí le ceile a groch fola in ní dóir, agus thuintsid cá, ní bailtí agus ní bhasa na cahabí eile a treidiú in dhéann ribhan na dhéisian. Mariú na mílte. Well, hennig ballar an táisiún sa tlúi, agus fáslú a thuúil nibh, agus dark se má trasan na tíre. Agus le cuat na súla sin, hui an aige héin a gáil leis a teas. Hui na cuilte le henní, agus loscú an bhin a bhíon sa Churreáin. Hennig lú le bhada an táisiún sin, agus thóg sé an slé bhí leis, agus chaith se stehan slé frís an túil nibh bhíh ballar, agus hui an slé maithar chuúla cin. Het coppla deor nibh nuas an túil, agus het an charach a bhí híos faoi, agus scoilte an charach. Agus an charach scoilte sin le feiceil sin ná nibh go dtíon leith an dúhan. Wa sin go ddíra mar I hiúirí túthaide dé danan ní tain ar ansmacht na bhórach agus bhálar.
Drink these star-leafed nettles, and keep in your purse a fern. To become invisible, say your harm to the hill. This hill is pagan, this hill is hill. It will answer in bog, tongue, and occasional fire, burning back the earth along the heather stream, despite bald heels of rock, despite the kissy mink, despite a saintly air, until the stream runs dark with what needs to blacken out of you.
Gid mar tattoo, Michal? Gamai, agus a hain. Gamai, Sara? Be all I'm still living. Clove Hitch Knot is freed from its anchoring point. The buoy begins to rumble and bubbles the waters. The bows are lifted up and clicked into place. Momadu oversees the captain's work. I'm taking in the smells of the fresh salty water. I feel a rumble, louder, not fast enough to steady my feet. I ground myself at the back corner of her. She begins to roar louder. As she turns backward starboard side, I feel my beard hair tighten its grip. And Guy blows it like leaves on a crane, sideways first and back around. You would think she was trying to wash my face, using my beard as a cloth. There's no time to wait. Splash, splash. I look around, back to the pier, to see one more darting into the water like an arrow. Splash. Now that's living. I hear her roar louder. I steady myself, turn around, the course is set. She moves like she's agreeing with the sea. Every nod is met with a crash and a wash, a spray of ishka. I'm still living. We're in deep waters now. There's a collective silence of isolation as we look at the islands, and some reflect on the mainland. The stories we carry, some heavy and some light. My anxiety is peaking, but as I look back at Earagail, I imagine my horrid thoughts rolling down, creating a landslide of chaos and crashing onto the thick bog land at the bottom, to be preserved at a later time. I remind myself how lucky I am. I face the strength of Nguy. To take in a long, slow breath through my nose, my lungs expand. My belly takes in the surplus air. I hold for 2 seconds. And on the third, I slowly release. This task reminds me of repairing a puncture on my bike as a child, using the big chip pan pot of cold water, and with the blinding heat of the sun burning my face as she reflects on the water, while I meticulously turn the ruined tube to find air fizzes. My lungs and stomach is fully punctured. I begin the task again. I'm still living. Inish man, the starboard side, and Inish shinny, on the port side, where the cows migrate to graze this derelict island. It still holds enchantment. The world that we have refabricated from that heathen from generations past has eroded these supernatural land masses. Only the cows hold that knowledge. Maybe the Danann have had enough and are slowly taking the lands back off us. To have an ounce of their knowledge, the gnat of a gluttonous pig, no magic bullet could cure the greed of the world, only excessive ones that relish sorrow in its flight of plight. I read and understand the captain's orders. The sea is not a dumpster. Coldíos Gaeilge, I think to myself. They say it's not the dead you should be afraid of, it's the living. Now on this boat, that saying rings so many bells. It's the living. We take waste as waste, never seeing its fate. My shitty nappies are still here somewhere on this beautiful land, rotten, decaying. The captain is always right. We don't need a translation for our laziness. Everyone is blinded by the sheer easiness of throwing our troubles away. But they will stay. Whether it's my horrid thoughts stuck and rotten on that beautiful spot. Then out of nowhere I see her. Flying full pelt, the black witch she soars. Drunkenness I have to crawl. Indirect reminders to stop and bawl. I found it again in plastic, my magic. But where does it go? You're probably thinking I'm being melodramatic. An ashtray of burnt out butts and them forever insults. 4:15 thoughts, they're too lazy to strike in first light. The blues and twos that took you, that's the light that makes me smite. I can't sleep because I worry. None of the banshees or massive giants, they know their place. If I invoke them, then it's my fate. It's the living that causes trauma. That is their power. I can't sleep when it's dark. I wait for them to curdly bark. They wait till I sleep. I'm done with symbolism. My whole childhood to youth, I was under a fiend bastard banner. I turn and age like the waves, and like this boat, I crash through the haze, breaking through to another land, my island, where I could rule. I'm humble enough in my bones to accept the others because every being has magic. It's not my fault I was given this crown of the same. I'm done. I metaphorically throw it to lure. He can do what he wants with it. All the stones in my past I throw off. Let it sink, drowned, rest at the bottom, and allow it to think what it has done. I'm still living. I'm the seventh child of a woman I never knew. Her pain I inherited, I push through. I cry, I smash, I hurt, I love. I will rise above. Because like the black witch we have all seen, reminds me that if you give love a chance, we all know what he can do. My clan hear me now. These are times that have been and gone. I find it hard to let these moons go, but please grow. Always remember that I will always wait in the dark, behind bark, a warrior ready to embark. No god or spirit will convince me otherwise to protect ye. I will always have your back. Like a handshake or a creature from a cara, this island is open arms stretched from west to east, ready to be encompassed. I can't wait to greet. Nautical time and slow motional speed, this ending moment is close to porting. Starboard side as we glide into the pier, the bows are unclicked, the sailor has us down to a T. Everyone is in glee. Where will everyone else go with their stories? We all seem lighter, our cooperative energy. The waiting people on the pier, with random belongings and rubbish, their aura looks mixed, with some furlonged faces and some happy. This island has this remedy. I'm ready for my antidote. It begins with small doses of anecdotes that goes through my bloodstream, making me convulse and hysterics. All of these moments I'll forever cherish. The clove hitch knot is slipped into place. Everyone can see from my face as my feet land in Gola. I'm still living.
Tá balla fearan begat an bhalla idir go dúir agus an chláinné. Díra tíomh muid an chláinne, seascan na roin. Le ganim na mar an céile ag buntlis mar go bhfuil se leir tíide. Lach se tamiltú hartar an scéaltú tíir an naganim seo, a seo mar chuile me se. Bhí iescar ag siúil cos cuan lua maidí na bhaining I bada, cnéile an taine a bhí é. Agus é ag siúil hanach se an roin glas ag teacht an tré. An ar hanach an roin más teisce, het sin crackan dí agus hanach se an bhan stoile do whac se riho. Maid an roin a bhíon si, na selci mar deirseid sa bharla. Thar si an crackan a bhla agus Jimmy si léigh ag siúil. Thar seo iontas mór a thóg sisin leis an crackan na bhla agus thar bhla. Mar gheall gur hail si smachtar a crackan, hail si an cyfne le go bhíací gur maid an roin a bhíon si. Le na bhaire hís cos cuan a ríist, chuilí an iascara an bhan ága cíniú. Bhí bar waige go J.P Conaghan léthe an níor admhaí se dhé. Thas se ag glúirt leis an bhain seo agus níor se bhád sa le hacraí si a hain. Dar fráil se lástín, bia agus teastaí na cha agus bhuaid si leis. In é tamil bag hitse an rá agus fáise di heile, agus bhí chlán dar chur fáiste acu. Bhí si sonna sésta leis an síla bhí aici le na farcéile, agus bhí si go choman an rá leis an chlán a bhí a tógáilte acu. When na bliantí hart agus bhí go maith agus tharóga hawk, a cool Kenyan van bhí si gcónaí a crónú rudanseach. Ní ró clú aici gur ben aige agus an saoirse bhain na se bhíon. Seart blian tíra go dín le hanach an mhaid an rón chun tíre, hanach an foiiste sinne an crackan na chur na heir bhla sa clí na bliantí ribhe. Ní ró clú ag an créta bord go dé bhíon, a bhí a gísan na chur uirúir agus thóg se leis an tia ag festrú go dé bhíon agus go tíarú se bhla sa clí. Ní ró air sa bhla nar chreise an tí. Ní ró sa tea a hahaí. Ní rinne si a arcar an bhart a bhí an lehhaach agus bhísaí leithra bon gur maid an rón a bhíon si agus gur seán rud a smó a bhí si a chrónan. Crackan an roin an aige agus an saoirse bhain leis. Rug si ar go gasta agus Jimmy si léithe agrí. Agus le seart céim idir an teach agus a tré, rud na bhfuil rá hempla, agus is te léas an aige agus sonna sésta. Sa an éit a dhéar an scéal se gita be casta. Deirdaoine gur chréig si a chláán agus deirdaoine eile ar chréig. Deirdaoine eile ar wachas go John na neá ríistí. A d an scéal a chuile a hain, níor lig si cos bannar na ríist. A has minic a chas si lá hís cos tré a cruth an rón glas. A han seart bliana chas si leis an teile a muich an rónamis. Chuig eile an bag a muichin I bara. Éit bhí si sésta an crackan an daithe agus a bhéh mar bhan ar fá seall mar gheall gro eileanón de ahananne agus bhí si abaldaí héanaach an sáilte ón fear a chutí an rá leis.